Shri Krishna, Shri GURUBHYO NAMAHA. Welcome, respected sadhakas. Salutations to every one of you from the core of the heart. So, to the inexplicable, joyful gratitudes to every one of you, and same way, heartfelt appreciations, congratulations for you for being here every day in this, though most important, yet most difficult endeavor. What else we can do then? Continuously doing our due efforts and praying to the Lord to keep us on this path till the perfection is achieved. Congratulations, prayers that way. The 13 Vyaktitvas, quickly feel about them, meditate on them. Lokaseva Vyaktitva, Dharma Sthapana Vyaktitva, Bhaktatva Vyaktitva, Shishyatva Vyaktitva, Viragi Vyaktitva, Mumukshu Vyaktitva, Jignasu Vyaktitva, Parishrami Vyaktitva, Shrotru Vyaktitva, Sadhaka Vyaktitva, Prerana Yukta Vyaktitva, Shanta Gambhira Yukta Vyaktitva, Bhasha Pravina Prayatna Vyaktitva. Then again spread in front in the heart the entire Shastra Parampara, Shastras of Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa. Extend gratitudes and salutations to them and prayers to continue to bless. Imagine in the heart the presence of the Kanti Chaitanya Swarupa, Guru Tattva, then taking the forms and appearing as the Guru Parampara and has come up to our own Swaguru and our Acharyas and as all the great Mahatmas of all the time. Extend salutations to them also with gratefulness in the heart and extend prayers to them to continue blessing. Same way, heart may bring all the Devata Ganas who are in the outer world managing the entire universal show, who are also within our own faculties, guiding them, managing them, the groups of them. Jnanendriya Devata, Karmendriya Devata, Antakarana Devatas, Panchamahabhuta Devatas, then Surya Chandradi Devata. To them also, salutations to them also, gratitudes to them also, the prayers to continue bless us. Remember Mother Devatma Shaktim, herself everywhere making things happen possible. That Shakti Swarupani Mother, as deeply as possible, feel her presence, salutations to her, gratitudes to her, and prayers. Then the Ishvara, the wielder of Shakti, user of Shakti for Srushti Sthiti Laya Ityadi. That Ishvara Smarana, Ishvara Abhivadana, salutations, Sharanagati, Krutagnata Yukta, then praying to that Lord. Then that Brahma Tattva, make a concept, that's a substratum of the entire universe, one without second, from whom, like from the oceanic water, the waves have come, the entire Upanama have come, including ourselves, and then we are considering ourselves separate from Him, separate from each other, seeking oneness with that Brahma Tattva, extending gratitudes that, at least through the class or intellectually, the Brahman is blessing us to become available for us. We pray that He is available to us with our oneness with Him, the experience. Welcome. Wonderful. Krishna Yajurveda Upanishad, Shwethashwathara, first chapter after the exhaustive Sambandha Bhashya. We are now into the study of actual Upanishad, Prathamodhyaya. In that, the Brahmavadins have come together to discuss about the Karana of the familiar Jagat. Outside, they tried the seven things they took into account and discovered that they cannot be the Shaktis or the Karanas for the Srishti for obvious reasons of they themselves are not independent. Then, in their Dhyana Yoga, they have discovered Devatma Shakti, and that Devatma Shakti is Swaguna Nigudha, and that Deva is Yaha Ekaha Yaha Aditishchati. This particular shloka has 5 or 6 ways to understand. All those ways have the Shastriya authority. Bhagavan Adi Shankara is trying to put in front of us all interpretations of this mantra in all the ways as given in various other Upanishads or Shastras. One main reason remaining same, its explanation are different. The main thing is there is no Srushti. Brahman alone is there. If at all Srushti is there, Aparivartana Brahman, how can he create? He can't. Then what else can create? His own Maya Shakti. Then what is the relation between that Shakti and Paramatma? Then is that Shakti be directly perceivable to us or has to be in this way with the logical analysis and Shastra authority we have to accept. Then what? Knowing that it is the Shakti which is creating or projecting the world, that much only its benefit. The benefit of that knowledge is knowing this much that Ishvariya Shakti is projecting the entire world. By this, the presence of that Ishvariya Shakti, the Lord, is accepted, which is useful for devotional purposes, etc. In the devotion, both from that Ishvara, we can seek the outer things of the world. From the Ishvara, we can seek the inner thing. What is it? O Lord, remove that Maya Shakti, in whose presence we are bound in the world projected by you. Therefore, we are not able to recognize our oneness with you. In this way, the purpose of this exhaustive study of Devatma Shakti, Swagunair Nigudam, Yakkaranani, Nikilani Tani, Kalatma Yuktan, Yadidishtatyekaha. Very important, very powerful mantra. That is why Bhagavan has not spared any of his efforts in trying to explain it in all its details. And remember, every of the Upanishadic study is not as silly or simple or meaningless as you and I are doing from last 4 years with minimum attention and minimum efforts. Every Upanishadic study is a deep, intense research with the intellect. First, to intellectually comprehend it, then visualizing it, then doing the due sadhana, then actualizing what is said there. We are at the very periphery level. You know more than you, I know it. That in our studies, we are just touching only the book. More into the deepest studies, analysis, all of that, yet to do by us. We are not yet capable of it, nor willing, etc. But then, even this little one is the beginning with a hope that we'll be improving upon ourselves by our efforts and by Ishvara Kripa, that we are continuing this exercise of seeing the literal meaning of the mantras without meaning anything of it in our life right now. But a hope is slowly in future, very soon, that every mantra ukta bhava, we relate with ourselves. That's how what is said in the Upanishad becomes our experience. That is called as Upanishad Vidya, Devadma Vidya, Brahma Vidya. Because only in that exercise, by the Brahmanumati, the moksha comes from all that which is other than Brahman, the projected not self. Sa Vidya, Ya Vimuktaye, isn't it? If the moksha has not come to us, then Vidya has not come at all. Hunger has not gone means food is not eaten. Medicine is not taken, that's why the disease has not gone away in the same way. So, never mind, in this first attempt, we at our capacities can only do this much. Let us continue. We will see two or more further versions of explanation of this third mantra today. Before that, our Sankalpa Prarthana, before that, our like every day, few minutes of discussion thinking about something, some common sense thought. Today's thought is delusion and a strong few questions. Moha Prashna, delusion and some strong questions, maybe 4 or 5 or 6. I think we can have these questions at least now after spending few years in trying to study Shastra. Everybody may not like these questions, may not appear tasty to them. Never mind. But I think we can ask. If you feel these questions are should not be asked, then you drop them. But at least we can see. We have to see it whether it is right or not, even to know that. See the 5, 6 questions, and in that question only, what is the meaning of delusion, misconception, misunderstanding, or understood or felt? The question number 1 ki, when our entire Karana Sharira is filled so much with the worldly vasanas, na, then how can there be spiritual sadhana? This is the question. And the siddhi. I am asking myself, when my Karana Sharira is filled so much with the worldly vasanas, and again, worldly vasana, when we say of the things, of the beings, of the relations, of the experiences, etc., etc. Right now, if I close my eyes and see tentatively, how many spiritual vasanas are there? How many worldly are there? स्पिरिचुअल वासनाओं का 1% भी नहीं है. 98-99% still worldly only, then can we claim that we are growing spiritually? How can we say that we are doing sadhana? How can we expect the growth should happen? Question number one. And a deep question. I am not asking you. By asking me, you will have no benefit. You will ask yourself, I ask myself. Okay? When my Karana Vasanamaya Kosha is filled with total worldliness only, totally, how can there be spiritual growth? Question one asked, answer is not asked. You think. Question number two is when our beautiful, sharp, subtle intellect, with all its abilities, maturities, is continuously convinced about and justifying only the worldliness, only the bhautikata, you know, then how can again there be the spirituality in our life? True spirituality, actual spirituality, in which we get transformed from the baddha to the mukta. Again, close the eyes and see our intellect, its all capacities, all through the day, all through the time, is doing only the self justification of being worldly with all its intellection. Sometimes it takes, the help of the thought that it is my duty. Sometimes it is my obligation. Sometimes it is my compulsion. Sometimes who else can do this? Sometimes if I don't do, what will happen? This is how the intellect is continuously justifying only being worldly. How many times our intellect has thought over and strongly recommended, thought over, convinced and justified about being spiritual and doing spiritual, in spite of all the listening from whatever the number of years we are listening. So it is it's not an objection raised. It is not any blame that is put on. This is how we question. We have to question. Then we understand in depth the detail. What is the meaning of being deluded? In spite of studying the highest of the literature, the Upanishad, still carrying the load of only the worldly vasana is moha, delusion. Same way, still our intellect is deeply, convincingly justifying the worldliness only. Our own, forget about the world's influence. हम खुद ही अपने दिमाग से, isn't it? Like Nachiketa, yesterday we chanted the Bhashyam. Whole Yamaraj himself is giving so many things to him. See his intellectual, great sharpness, subtleness of rejecting whatever is offered by Yamaraj. What an intellection it was. And then justifying what he has asked as the third boon about the Atmagnana. Alone is worthy. You heard that Bhashyam no, yesterday, chanted together. We have studied that Upanishad but long back, वो तो अरसों पहले, सदियों पुरानी कहानी. But fresh yesterday we saw. Like even in the case of Prahlad, how much his father tried to tell intellectually, trying to convince him about giving up Narayana, taking up this Bhautikavada. See that Prahlada's intellectual answering to father, disproving him, then justifying the Narayana Bhakti. Have we done that exercise of intellect in justifying all our spiritualities, or we are justifying totally worldliness even now? Then from what reason we can expect that the transformation should happen in us. Think. A question asked, no answer. It's not an objection. It is not a blame. Inquiry. This is how we are deluded. Third, same way, when all our minds, both three things, emotions, imaginations, projections, all through the day, when they are only about the worldly people, the worldly bhoga, worldly involvements, worldly, attachments, etc. 24 घंटा हमारा वही है, then how can we imagine or think that we can grow spiritually? Again, right now, close the mind, eyes, look into the mind. Which are the things immediately remembered? Which Rupa of Paramatma, let us say, Saguna Sakara, is instantaneously clicking to us? Which type of subtle upasanas, etc., to the Lord effortlessly coming in our mind? Or, moment we close the eyes, the world, the things, the beings, and most important is our emotions to them, our attachments to them, our slaveries to them, that they cannot be without me, I cannot be without them. What a colossal, I don't know the right word English wala, idiocy अगर ऐसा है तो, from spiritual standpoint, that we have done the Upanishads like Mandukya and all, where we have understood the whole world is nothing but projection, nothing but unreal, it's a mithya. But do we mean even an iota of that knowledge? All our sentiments, all our emotions, all our attachments, all our expectations from the entire world only, which we heard that it is projection, which is just continuously, constantly changing. It is perishable. It cannot be with us permanently. We cannot be with them. ये सब पढ़कर में our mind's emotions are all the time, good or bad. Emotion of raga or emotion of dvesha. All the time. Toward the object of consumption, खाने पीने वाले. Toward the people, बात करने वाले, घूमने फिरने वाले. Same silsila is going on. Then where are we sadhakas? Again, it's not an objection nor a blame. It's a question. What is the answer to that? That makes it clear whether we are still deluded or we are coming out of it. Nobody is there in this case, please. None of the world, none of the things and beings are there in picture, nor the Guru, nor the God. You yourself are there for you in this inquiry and questioning. I am there for myself to question. Have you ever in this way thought sincerely, seriously? All my emotions. Again, no, no. Was there any emotion to the Ishtadevata, emotion to the Guru with gratitude? कितने बार याद आ रहे हैं बात, जबकि इवन इन द वर्ल्ड गिवर ऑफ एवरीथिंग इज परमात्मा ओनली, और उनका ख्याल ही नहीं आता. द पीपल आर ओनली निमित्त, गिवर इज ही. दिस वी हर्ड seen so many times. Yet we are not attached to God, but we are fully engrossed in our emotional attachment to all the things around, the monies, the houses, the bank balances. He said Yogsham Vahami, and he said Ananya Chintayanta Mam Paripasat. यार मेरा चिंतन करो, मेरा उपासना करो, मेरे से नित्य अभियुक्त करो. I will take care of Yogakshema. We say, I don't know, you do take care of Yogakshema or not. I will take care of my Yogakshema. I have no time to do your Chintana. Where we are expected to do Ananya Chinta means all the time. We don't have little time for him. See the delusional power, power of delusion. That means the Shastras which we are listening have not sunk in, not entered. बाहर से ही बाहर उनको हम भेज रहे हैं. like the medicine taken, but it's going out, not going to the place where the disease is there. So the medicines खाई जा रहे और बीमारी कम नहीं हो रही, खाना खाई जा रहे भूख कम नहीं हो रही है, and strengthening things for the body we are taking them, च्यवनप्राश खा रहे, लेह्यम खा रहे, पर फिर भी पतला दूर पता नहीं कहाँ जा रहा है वो. For us also, three things. Now the fourth one. Again, when our entire life grosser with our senses and body is all the time indulging only in the worldly things, we want to run away from the class as quickly as possible. Run away from our whatever so-called small little puja, upasana, dhyan we do to enter into the world like the children. स्कूल में जब शुरू से लेकर शाम तक एक ही चीज का इंतजार कि जब घंटी बजेगी भाग यहाँ से. स्कूल से, जेल से छुटकारा. जितना जल्दी मेडिटेशन सीट से उठो और embrace the objects of the world, involve in the activities of the world, involve in the people of the world. So much 24 घंटे except this powerfully stopped, जबरदस्ती stopped 2 hours of our class, 1 hour. Whole day, where are we involved physically with our senses? देख लो. Again, not an objection, not a blame or anything. A question. If that is the case, we are totally engrossed only in the Vishaya Vastu Sekarana with the Indriyas and with the Vyakti Vishesha. Physically, we are in all the time गप्पे उन्हीं से मारना से लेकर लड़ाई करना कहो जो भी. Vocally, what we talk to them, fight to them, love them. Where is Paramatma इसमें? Then where are we seekers then? Then how can we say that we have to transform and grow spiritually? You know? That's why those two things I'm always saying, we are always saying. One is where is the time we are giving qualitative for our real matured understood spiritual sadhana? Where are we giving our mind and attention qualitative again? Where are we actually deciding ourselves that we are sadhakas? We have to do our sadhana. The time is oozing, death is coming. Before that, we have to embrace the reality. ऐसा वाला कहाँ आ रहा है थॉट हमारा? वो है ही नहीं. तो उसके बाद होगा सेंस ऑफ अर्जेंसी. उसके बाद होगा we fully try to involve in that. In that effort, all these what is said. What is said so far is the dosha drushti and pratibhaksha bhavana regarding what we are doing which is not supposed to be done as a spiritual seeker, not with worldly identity. If you are spiritual seekers, to them only all these questions. Then without doing all these things, how can we expect growth? This is what is said in 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sargas of Mumuksha Vyavahara Prakarana by Sri Vasishta ji to Rama and to all of us. Paurusha, 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 Yatnena, 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 Abhyasena, Abhyasena, Abhyasena. What powerful words, what a great teaching he is doing. एक्चुअली है ना एक एक श्लोक एक एक घंटा में मनन चिंतन करने योग्य है बात समझने को. हमको बात समझ में नहीं आ रहा क्योंकि सुनकर हम सोच नहीं रहे. Isn't it? सोच नहीं रहे हम. If you don't सोचो ना, we will not understand what to do and what we are doing is right or wrong or what is right doing. Without that basic thing, we just will involve in routine, in only those things which you are habituated to, not even questioning about them, whether it is required or not. Is it helpful for sadhana or is it destroying sadhana? वो सवाल भी नहीं. The most important thing is how much precious human life of time He is being consumed in the petty paltry things of the world, the insignificant things of the world. एक एक पल जा रहा है, उस जाते जाते एक पल ना इन इस दुनिया में वो अपने पास वापस इतने वासनाएं लेके आ रहा है, रॉन्ग इंटेलेक्चुअल कन्विक्शंस लेके आ रहे हैं, रॉन्ग इमोशंस स्ट्रॉन्ग कर रहे हैं एंड फोर्सिंग अस अगेन अगेन टू इन्वॉल्व इन दैट. Actually, we have not even started claiming to be spiritual in its true sense. क्लेम ही नहीं की, जैसे मुझे वैष्णो देवी जाना है. If I have not claimed that I am mother's devotee, I have to have her darshan. Where will be my ticket booking and traveling and climbing and reaching her? वो तो far out distance. You know, that's the funny paradox. Even to मदर वैष्णो देवी जाने को हमारा 5 साल में एक बार भी थॉट नहीं आता, फिजिकल जो है. Then when will we have the thought for the inner mother Vaishno Devi Darshana? That much we are engrossed in the worldliness. We should understand it, nothing to fear. Then we have to, from the scratch, have to start consciously, knowingly what to do. Okay? Then the two more very serious questions I'll ask and leave. Ki where have we given time to the God and Guru qualitatively for them to reveal their greatness to us, their glory to us, including शास्त्र. तीनों का महिमा हमें बुद्धि में समझ में आने के लिए, for them to reveal their glory, greatness to us. Where are we sitting in front of them? Where are we listening to them? Where are we seeing their effect in the whole universe? उनकी महिमा का ज्ञान पाने के लिए भी हम समय नहीं दे रहे, which is very essential for the understanding of the glory of greatness of power of strength of including the कृपा करुणा इत्यादि of them. To understand them, how पिछले एक साल में या एक महीने में एक हफ्ते में या कल how much time we sat in front of our इष्ट देवता. Even if we sit, we only बक बक करते जाते हैं, उनको कुछ तो मंत्र बोलते हैं, उनको सुनते नहीं, उनका रस सोचते नहीं, वो कितने महान है. And without that, how can we develop our devotion towards them, which is the first basic thing. Without knowing their महिमा आएगा नहीं भक्ति ना. Mechanically doing is different. That is not doing at all. अश्रद्धया हुतं दत्तं तपस्तप्तं कृतं चेत असदिति. Without correct understanding, any of these things done mechanically is asat, is equal to non-doing only. Iti uchyate partha na cha tat pretya no iha. Second again, what have we done in fact for them to continuously bless us? उनका महिमा जानने के लिए कहाँ हमने टाइम दिया, उनका कृपा पाने के लिए क्या हम रेगुलर कर. Think about it. Again, no objection. It's not an objection. It is not a blame. It is not finding fault, finding out. नहीं. Question करना होता है. Now you see, in spite of all our so-called daily listening, how much we are in deep delusion, such a way that no difference between us now and us past before we started listening Shastra. No difference between us and the other so-called worldly people who never attended any class. These things are mainly addressed to those who are coming regularly, seriously. This is what thinking, not one day. Every day we have to do. In that thinking only, we come to know slowly where we are going wrong, then what right to be done. Which is already 100 times said, 1000 times said. Every day what is said is the answer to these questions only. But the question itself we have not asked, then why will we seek the answer? Where is that qualitative time importance given to the Guru and God, that we know their Mahima and we get their blessings and get protected? Sapta Prashna. Prashna Saptakam today. Think about them. We have to take such strong decisions to totally do everything which transforms us. मैं कौन हूँ, मुझे किस तरह का ब्लेसिंग्स भगवान गुरु से मिल रहे हैं, and what are they expecting from me, and what is that I have to achieve ultimately. Even that point also is not clear in us regard the goal. Still the goal is बस बाहर ही. What is बाहर यार? Everything मिथ्या समझ लिए ना. It is a pure, when we are studying the ninth Upanishad, we have the duty to question like this. When everything is understood as mithya, how can still we are seeking outside? Not even the taste of the tongue we questioned, not even the forms the eyes want to see we have questioned, not the music sounds the ears want to enjoy, we have stopped them. It's like you have put your student in medical college for becoming doctor, but उसके एक बुरा आदत भी छूटा ही नहीं. Then will he study that very tough subject of medicine and become a doctor? He'll be a patient only, not a doctor. Mhm. And the worst of the thing is what? Moment by moment, time is consumed in non essentials. Moment by moment, unwanted things throughout the day. And that's how all deluded people go through, and we are nothing separate or special we are. ऐसे हमारा भी चल रहा है. So we have to question all this and see what answers we get and what things it clicks to us to what to do, what to change in ourselves. But the further things need not be explained. If these questions are heard, people will know the answers also, and they will also know what to do. That need not be told. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsha Rishibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yerime Gurubhi Purvam Padavakya Pramanatah Vyakhyatāh Sarva Satchastraha Vedantaha Tan Nityam Pranatosmyaham. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Bhishajye Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Lokashankaram. Om Bhavata Janata Suhita Bhavita Nijabodha Vicharana Charumate Kalayeshwara Jiva Vivekavidam Bhavashankara Deshikame Sharanam. Om Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasya Laksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhe Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatetam Triguna Sadgurum Tam Namami Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Samasta Brahma Vidya Acharyebhyo Rishibhyo Munibhyo Gurubhyo Devatabhyo Asmat Gurubhyo Namaha. Shri Shwethashwathara Upanishadaचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव कैवल्यमोक्षप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरुशिष्यभक्तभगवत्परम्परादीनां पुनरुत्थानजागरणविश्वव्याप्तिद्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थं अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि शक्ति संपदा सानुकूलता साधनानां प्राप्ति द्वारा बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकंठं नमाम्यहम्। अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः शान्तिमन्त्रः। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। ओम अथ पारायणं 6 to 10। ॐ सर्वाजीवे सर्वसंस्थे बृहन्ते अस्मिन् हंसो भ्राम्यते ब्रह्मचक्रे पृथगात्मानं प्रेरितारञ्च मत्वा जुष्टस्ततस्तेनामृतत्वमेति उद्गीतमेतत् परमं तु ब्रह्म तस्मिन् स्त्रयं सुप्रतिष्ठाक्षरं च अत्रान्तरं ब्रह्मविदो विदित्वा लीना ब्रह्मणि तत्पराः योनिमुक्ताः संयुक्तमेतत् क्षरमक्षरं च व्यक्ताव्यक्तं भरते विश्वमीशः अनीशश्चात्मा बध्यते भोक्तृभावात् ज्ञात्वा देवं मुच्यते सर्वपाशैः ज्ञाज्ञौ द्वावजावीशनीशौ अजाह्येका भोक्तृभोग्यार्थयुक्ता अनन्तश्चात्मा विश्वरूपो ह्यकर्ता त्रयं यदा विन्दते ब्रह्ममेतत् क्षरं प्रधानममृताक्षरं हरः क्षरात्मानावीशते देव एकः तस्याभिध्यानात् योजनात् तत्त्वभावात् भूयश्चान्ते विश्वमाया निवृत्तिः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। Friends, we have seen yesterday the third version of Devatma Shakti Swagunayit Nigudha. What it is? Ki Athava, I am seeing it again. Devasya Parameshwarasya Atma Bhutam Jagad Utpatti Laya Hetu Bhutam Brahma Vishnu Shivatmikam Shaktimiti. So here the Brahma Vishnu Shiva, the rupas which we conceive, which we talk about, which we see the explanations in all our Puranas, they are considered as the Shaktis. So one Shakti of Paramatma which has taken the three forms of Brahma Shakti, Vishnu Shakti, Shiva Shakti. That is what those Brahma Vadinaha in their Dhyana Yoga, they have discovered that to be the Karana for the Jagat. Tata cha uktam. It is said also in the Puranas, etc. What? Shaktayo yasya devasya. Dekho. Yasya devasya shaktaya. These are all the Shaktis of that Param Brahma. Brahma Vishnu Shivatmikaha. Atmika means named as. Brahma Vishnu Shiva. Is the Shaktis. Okay. Brahma Vishnu Shiva Brahman. And which are called as Brahma Vishnu Shiva. Pradhanaha Brahma Shaktaya. These are two different quotations. First quote is Shaktayo Yasya Devasya Brahma Vishnu Shivatmikaha. Yasya Devasya Shaktaya. They are the powers of that Devata, Paramatma, Parabrahma. Which are they? Brahma Vishnu Shivatmika Shakti. One quote. Another quote from other place. What is it? Same. Brahma Vishnu Shiva Brahman. Hey Brahman. Brahma Vishnu Shiva Pradhana Brahma Shaktaya. They are the main Brahma Shaktis. Thereafter, the Indra Varunadi, they are also Shakti. They have to express through one individual. Therefore, the individualities are as if imagined made. So the Brahma Shakti has to express of the Parabrahma Tattva. Therefore, Brahma Deva is created in that way. Okay? So this is what is Devatma Shaktis. भगवान का ही ब्रह्म विष्णु शिवात्मिका शक्ति हो गया. नाउ द अदर टू थिंग्स वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड. स्वगुणैर निगुणाम, then yak karanani nikhilani tani, that is a common meaning. Adhitishtati, that Paramatma only is the adhisthana support for the secondarily expressing causes called as kala, स्वभाव, नियति ही, यदृच्छा, भूतानि, योनि, पुरुष. तो वो वाला ज्यादा से ज्यादा बार कॉमन चलेगा. But Devatma Shakti, Swaguna Niguda, is explained in different ways. Now, in this context, when the Deva is Parabrahma and his Atma Shaktis are Brahma Shakti, Shiva Shakti, Vishnu Shakti, and Shiva Shakti, then what do you mean by Swaguna Niguda here? So, Swagunaihi, what are the gunas? Sattva, Rajas, Tamo, Bhihi. These are the three gunas by which these Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva in their essential rupa are not seen by us. Swagunaihi sattva rajas tamobi. Explanation. Sattvena Vishnu, Rajasa Brahma, Tamasa Maheshwaraha. So Paramatma's three Shaktis is equal to three these. Triputi, Trinity, Trimurti. We have to have a clear knowledge now. Quotes by Bhagavan Adi Shankara from Puranas. He has not written it by himself. He is quoting the Purana. So, with Sattvena Vishnu, Rasa Brahma, Tamasa Maheshwaraha. Okay. Sattvadi Upadhi Sambandhat. Sattvadi Upadhi Sambandhat. So, Vishnu is in Sambandha with Sattva, Brahma is in Sambandha with Rajas, Shiva is in Sambandha with Tama. They are there. Because of which, what is happening? Because of that, Sattvadi Sambandhat Swarupena. Their actual Swarupa. What is that? Nirupadika, Purna, Ananda, Advitiya, Brahma, Atmana, Eva, Anupalabhya Manaha. Actually, each of them are nothing but this Brahman only. But that Brahma Swarupa of them is hidden because they are covered under their 111 guna. So they are covered because of 111 guna. Therefore अपना एक्चुअल जो उनका ब्रह्म तत्व है हमको पकड़ में नहीं आ रहा. दैट्स व्हाट ही सेड कि सत्वेन विष्णु रजसा ब्रह्म तमसा महेश्वरः सत्वादि उपाधि संबंधात स्वरूपेण, which is that swarupa, nirupadika means upadhi rahita, means guna rahita, purna because of the upadhi each one is limited. Brahma is limited, Vishnu is limited, Shiva is limited because their karmas are different. Therefore, one is Parabrahma is Nirupadika, ये लोग सोपाधिक हो गए. Parabrahma is Purna, these have become Apurna. Then Parabrahma is Ananda, they also have maximum Ananda, but not as much as Brahmananda. Then Advitiya, Parabrahma Advitiya, they are Tritiya, तीन है ये लोग. So that Advitiya Brahma Atmana eva. Each of them have in their Atman that Brahman only. Anupalabhyamanaha. We are not able to see them like that. That's what Swaguna Hirniguda. Like anybody comes in front of us, we see their physical body, we see their words and talks, we listen, we just try to assess their mind intellect. In that effort of ours, in them the Brahman is there, we are not able to apprehend. Swagunaihi Niguda. So here Devatma Shakti is Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara. That is because of three gunas. Conditioned by these three gunas, They do their work of Srishti Sthiti Laya, and in that way only we recognize them. We don't recognize them that they are Brahman only. That's the meaning of here, Sagunaya Nigoda. Okay. Then, Parasya eva Brahmanaha, of that Parabrahma only, Srushtyadi Karyam Kuruvantaha, doing the Karya of the Srushti Sthiti Laya, Avastha Bhedam Ashritya, Avastha Bhedam, Srushti Avastha, Sthiti Avastha, Laya Avastha Bhedam Ashritya, Shakti Bheda Vyavahara. Okay? Parabrahma is a Shakti, the purpose of Srushti Sthiti Laya, that is by Rajas, Tamas and Sattva Guna. So at the time of avasthas of the Sushti Avastha, Sthiti Avastha, Laya Avastha, and because of those three, they are said to be different from Paramatma. Parasya eva Brahmanaha, of the Parabrahma, Srushtyadi Karyam Kurvantaha, सृष्टियादि कार्य जब करना पड़ता है अवस्था भेदम आश्रित्य शक्ति भेद व्यवहार डिपेंडिंग ऑन three different avasthas of Srishti Sthiti Laya, three different Shaktis are spoken as Srishti Shakti, and we name it as Brahma. Sthiti Shakti we call him as Vishnu. Then Laya Shakti we name him as the Shiva. This is what the Avastha Veda ke anusar Shakti Veda. Actually, there are no three Shaktis. Shaktis is one, and there is no Shakti other than Brahman. Brahman alone is there. Therefore, because of the Avastha Bheda, there is a Bheda between Paramatma and his Shakti, and there is Bheda in the Shakti as Srishti Shakti, Shishti Sthiti Shakti, Laya Shakti, Rajoguna, Sattva and Tamoguna. This is the thing, but not, na punaha tattva bhedam ashritya. So from the tattva, there is no bheda. What is no bheda from the tattva standpoint? Neither Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara are different, nor Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna is different. All of them are one Shakti, and that one Shakti is Tattva-rupena, one with Param-Brahman only. Only at the time of the three avasthas of Srishti Sthiti Laya, as if from him the Shakti got separated, as if the Shakti gets divided into three, as if these three Shaktis are doing three things. And they are named as Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara for comprehension, for the understanding sake. Otherwise, Avastha, Adhisthana Rupena or Tattva Vedena, there is no difference. So, परस्यैव ब्रह्मणः सृष्ट्यादिकार्यं कुर्वन्तः अवस्थाभेदमाश्रित्य शक्तिभेदव्यवहारः न पुनः तत्त्वभेदमाश्रित्य तथा च उक्तम्. And this is said again in another Vishnu Purana, a shloka, to prove this, that one Brahman only at the time of Srishti Sthiti Laya has first one Shakti, then the division into three Shaktis, and then each Shakti do one work. Like me, my one common Shakti. It takes different rupas for different works. Through karmendriyas, when the karmendriya karma is going on, my one Shakti only expressing like that. When I do the work with Jnanendriya, वो वाला एक ही शक्ति वो रूप धारण कर रहा है. Like one electricity, for the fan, वो dynamo घुमाने वाला शक्ति. Like that, for the bulb glowing. उपाधि के समय ये हो रहा है. But in the Shakti, there is no difference. It is one, and the Shakti is never separate from, apart from, other than, independent of the Parabrahma Tattva. So, what is the shloka? Sarga Stityanta Karaneem Brahma Vishnu Shivatmikam Sasanyam Yati Bhagavan Eka Eva Janardanaha. Sah Bhagavan, Sah Eka Bhagavan, Sah Ekameva Bhagavan. ऐसा एकमेव भगवान जनार्दन. पुराण है, विष्णु पुराण है, इसलिए उनका नाम ले रहे. डजंट मीन जनार्दन इज विष्णु, हियर इट इज परब्रह्म. स एक एव जनार्दन सर्गस्थिति अंतकरणीं ब्रह्म विष्णु शिवात्मिकां संज्ञाम याति. He alone gets the name of Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara through the sargasthiti antakaranam doings of Srishti Sthiti Laya. So Parabrahman alone is taking the name of Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara. And who are these three? Srishti Sthiti Laya Karakas. And the Karakatva is there only when the Shakti is there. And these three Shaktis are from one Shakti. And that one Shakti is never separate from this Ekaha Janardana. Ek Janardana only. His own Maya Shakti. That alone is Trigunatmika. That alone is doing Sushti Sthiti Laya. At that particular point, this Eka Janardana only called as Brahma. Sushti ke kala mein. This Eka Janardana only called as Vishnu Sthiti kala mein. He alone is called as Shiva Laya kala. So, see the deep thinking those people have done on the Dhyana Avastha. So, they are apprehending the Brahman, which is non apprehensible, but intellectually is Shakti, and that Shakti is dividing, and then that's what it is doing. Srishti Sthiti Laya. You and I also have to become that way contemplative to grasp. And one thing which helps us, though little tough to catch, is Srishti is nothing but projecting name and form. Sthiti is nothing but maintaining the name and form. Laya is nothing but dissolving the name and form. What is the meaning of Srushti of an abharanam, an ornament? Only projecting the name and form, no? Sthiti of the abharana is maintaining the name and form. Laya of the abharana is dissolving name and form. Gold is never created, nor maintained, nor destroyed. So the pure Parabrahman, who is the Adhisthana for every Rupanama, is neither created nor maintained, can never be dissolved. Then whose creation and maintenance, dissolution is happening? Only Rupanama. That Rupanama, when it is projected through a process. That process is called as Jati or Janma. And for it to differentiate it from others, some specific qualifications, qualities are given to it. That is called as Guna. All of them are part of projection only. Therefore, Jati, Dravya, Guna, Kriya, Rupa, Nama are all projections on Brahman, which we call as the Srishti or creation or the world. How do we say, sir? So, for every Jati, the Adhisthana is Brahman only. For every Dravya, the Adhisthana is Sachidananda Brahma only. For every Guna, the Adhisthana is Parabrahma only. For every Kriya, the Adhisthana is Parabrahma only. For every Nama, Adhisthana is Parabrahma. For every Rupa, Adhisthana is Brahma. For everything, Brahman alone is Adhisthana. There is one Adhisthana on which all these projected. Like in a cinema, on TV screen, for the hero projected, the Adhisthana is TV screen. For the heroine projected, the Adhisthana is TV screen. For the villain, Adhisthana वही है. For the comedian, Adhisthana वही है. For the lakshanas of the hero, gunas of the heroine, good or bad, gunas of the villain, the TV screen is the Adhisthana. For their kriya, that is the Adhisthana. Nama, that is Adhisthana. Rupa is Adhisthana. How can one thing be Adhisthana for all of them? Only when these things are projections. On one, so many are projected. We are lost in giving reality to this Jati Dravya Guna Kriya Nama Rupa. Like we imagine about the movie, even after the movie is over, ऐसा हुआ कुछ नहीं हुआ रे वो तो सब projected है रे बाबा. But then we think, we imagine, we try even to imitate some of them in our life. तो फनी है देखो. ब्यूटिफुल श्लोक है कि नहीं? सर्गस्थित्यंत करणीम ब्रह्म विष्णु शिवात्मिकाम सह संज्ञाम याति भगवान एक एव जनार्दन एक जनार्दन संज्ञाम याति. One Janardana only gets three names. What are the three names? Brahma, Vishnu, Shivatmika. These three names came for him because of that Sargastityanta Karani. Because Sargastityanta कर्म करेंगे भगवान अपने शक्ति से. So that time he is called as so. That Brahma actually is not there. It is Parabrahma only through his Maya Shakti when he is doing the work of creation. That concern, that taking care of that child or banging him, जो भी हो. Actually there is no father. The man only at that time takes. So he is called father. Then children also call papa papa करके. So the papa papa name given to the never existing papa there. But the papa Shakti makes him being called as papa. Actually is a man. So too the creative Shakti when expresses, then Parabrahman is called as Brahmadeva. So to maintain as Vishnu Deva. Then the Layakya Kala. Remember, we are discussing from the absolute standpoint. At that level, it is there existing, we have to accept it. Because the existence support is always there. And at that time when that particular lila is done, that particular projection is there. But projection only, not real. Projection is there, is a contradiction in terms, no? If it's a projection, it is not there. If it is, it can't be projection. Is existence. Existence is not projected. Projected is not existing in that way. Okay. Then the same thing beautifully explained, which we have become familiar in studying so many texts, so many times. Even before even coming to Vedanta class also, इन चीज़ों को बहुत बार आपने सुना होगा. That sequence our Shankara Bhagavan is putting in front of us. What is it? कि प्रथमम् ईश्वर आत्मना मायि रूपेण अवतिष्ठते. The Brahma, the Parabrahma, pratamam first. Ishvara Atmana, as an Ishvara, Maya Rupena, as the owner, builder of the Maya, Avatishtate, he expresses as. So, the Parabrahma, conditioned by the Vyakta, the Mula Prakriti, the Maya, called as Ishvara, complete, one Ishvara. That himself, that Ishvara only, Saha, Punaha, that same Ishvara again, Punaha, Murti Rupena, in the Murti Rupa, Tridha Vyavatishtate, in three Rupa he expresses, in the Murti Rupa. Okay? Tena cha Rupena, with that Trigunatmaka, Tri Rupa, Trimurti Rupa, Trimurti. One only, three Rupas. Three are not different. Like I only, the speaker, listener, and seer. So there are my Trimurti Rupa. They are not three different things. मेरा ही त्रिमूर्ति रूप है. मैं नामक चीज उन तीनों के पीछे कॉमन हूं. आई एम देयर नम बिहाइंड कॉमन. In me, the speaker, the listener, the seer, are they different? We don't get that experience. मैं ही वो तीन हूं. So here also, he alone, first Ishvara Rupena, thereafter Trigunatma Rupena he expresses at that time. With each of them, three things he does. Srishti Sthiti Laya. So, Saha Punaha Murti Rupena Tridha Vyavatishtate. He himself, through the three Murti, three Rupena he appears. Tena cha Rupena, with that Trimurti Rupa, with each of them, Srishti, Sthiti, Samhara, Rupa, Niyamanadi Karyam Karoti. Srishti, Sthiti, Samhara and Sthiti Kal mein Niyamana. In that Niyamana, you can say Karma Phala Dhanam, Punya Karma ka Punya Phala, Paap ka Phala, Dukha. That is called Niyamana. Because it's not that Srishti, Sthiti, Laya happening happens. It has to be in the Niyama. सृष्टि स्थिति संहार रूप नियमनादि कार्यम करोति. Srushti Sthiti Samhara itself is the Niyamanam. Niyamana means regulating properly. Srushti Sthiti Laya means कौन से जीव को कौन सा शरीर देना है इत्यादि, है ना, उनके लिए चारों तरफ क्या चीजें निर्माण करना है उसके ग्रोथ के लिए इत्यादि. That Niyamana is called Niyamanam here. That पद्धति. So to स्थिति, so to the लय. लय का भी एक पद्धति होता है, नियमनम. Paramatma does it. He doesn't do anything accidentally. But you know, yesterday in that Brazil, that flight has it has just filed in that residential gated area. All 61 died. From your and my standpoint, it is an accident. But from the Ishvara standpoint, it is incident. There is niyamanam in that. Otherwise, why those passengers? They are in that flight at that time. From whatever the different places they are, why not others? And the most funniest thing about that 60-second fellow, actually 62 people were there in that fight. One fellow came late. By the time the boarding हो चुका है फ्लाइट का सारा बंद हो गया गेट. Lot of fighting was there between this 60-second fellow and the authorities. They never allowed him only. See that miracle. It's not miracle. उसका प्रारब्ध है वो. Then that fellow, frustrated, frowning, seated. When he heard that the flight collapsed, all 61 died, he ran, ढूंढते हुए those officers who stopped him from boarding that. हाथ पकड़ के he said, अरे यार तुमने मेरा प्राण बचाया, धन्यवाद धन्यवाद. Fantastic scene yesterday. The only lone survivor because he did not board. He went little bit late. Late means he was in that airport only. Some confusion regarding his boarding. लोग तो निद्रा में रहते हैं ना, तो एक फ्लाइट का दूसरा सोच के और कहीं खड़ा हो गया. अब टाइम तो है, ये फ्लाइट का अनाउंसमेंट नहीं हो रहा. Suddenly we checked it, it was this flight. When he ran there, it is already closed. Boarding time over. No, you can't call it is accidental. No, उसको जीना है, बचना है. You know the earlier plane crash of नेपाल कहीं भी, ये पायलट उतर गया, वो बच गया, बाकी सब गए. These are all niyamanam from the Lord's standpoint. But then that we have to keep in our heart. But at the vyavahara level, the sentiment, the emotion, the आश्चर्य की बात, ये नौटंकी करना है. Because we are in the pagal khana. The safest way to stay in a pagal khana is act like pagal. Don't try to be wise and say, है ना, मैं पता है मैं ये डॉक्टर हूँ, लॉयर हूँ, वो बोलेगा मैं भी प्रधानमंत्री हूँ. और इल से ये आने से पहले मैं वही सोचता था. इन पागल खाना वी हैव टू एक्ट लाइक दैट ऑन द सिंपैथी. दे क्या भगवान निर्दयी है, ऐसा 61 लोगों को जला के राख कर दी, उनका शरीर तक नहीं मिला. अरे दिस वे मिलियंस ऑफ जीवास डाइंग एवरी डे. हाउ मेनी मॉथ्स आर डाइंग, हाउ मेनी मॉस्किटोस आर डाइंग, हाउ मेनी ऑल आर जीवा ओनली. Then when that flight collapsed, how many grasshopper से लेकर other things must have got burnt there. Human beings are only 61. But in that very flight, how many मक्खी, cockroach अगर होंगे, the other insects, millions. They are all burnt. This is called niyati. Then nothing happens accidentally in universe. Everything is incidental. Even an accident, so called, also is incidental, that he is supposed to conduct that accident that time. Otherwise, 1 second why he loses his sight. जब 4 घंटे लगातार कार चला रहा है वो, 1 मिनट के लिए क्यों नजर हटी, सावधानी हटी, दुर्घटना घटी. These are all the higher things where the Ishvara's prameya we see. And then again from that standpoint only, even in the death also there is a blessing only. Even in that terribly seeing death also there is blessing. Because that's how the Papa Nishkruti happens. Then that seeing so, we should understand, यार ऐसा मरना नहीं चाहिए, इतना दुख होता है, उसका कारण पाप है, let us not do. What do we do generally? We blame the ईश्वरा कि उन्होंने ऐसा उनको मारा. We don't blame the जीवा जिसने पाप किया. अब देखो, same too. When people are blessed, rewarded, that is their punya karma, but the blessing is done by ईश्वर. He says, this is what the world is made. पाप करो ये फल, पुण्य करो ये फल. अब करो, साधना करो तो ये फल. That's how it is. है ना? So प्रथमम ईश्वरात्मना मायी रूपेण अवतिष्ठते ब्रह्म स पुनः मूर्ति रूपेण त्रिधावे अवतिष्ठते तेन च रूपेण सृष्टि स्थिति संहार रूप नियमनाधिकार्यं करोति तथा च श्रुतिः परस्य शक्ति द्वारेण नियमनाधिकार्यं दर्शयति. So that's how the Shruti very clearly shows that Paramatma, through his the Shakti, doing the Srishti Sthiti Laya and Niyamanam. In this very Upanishad, 1, 2 quotations are given. After this, what is the meaning of Devatma Shakti? 2 more meanings are given. After doing those also, in a day or so, I will explain to you all the 5 versions of Devatma Shakti in one class, maybe in 10-15 minutes. With that, this shloka is over. Then there's a 2 big pages of the introduction to the 4th mantra, Sambandha Bhashya. Padkar, then the 4th mantra we study. So the essence of all it is, there is Ishvara, Parabrahma is Ishvariya Shakti. In him only the Srishti Sthitilaya are happening. And in that you and I jivas are given the freedom and powers to play the play. The correct play is do the punya, do sadhana, enjoy and liberate. The wrong play is do the papa and get caught up and suffer. That is how the play. So you are in the ground as a player, sent with all. So play the play with the rules following. If you don't want to play, then go out of the ground. The 2 ways of going out of the ground is marna. But marna is not the end of the play. Only one way is to reach back to the reality. देखो ये कंपल्शन हमको समझना है. Till we reach to the reality, we have to keep on playing. Compulsion. Second, in that play, if you play foul, you suffer. If you play fair, you will enjoy. That's how. Once I accept it now from the depth of my heart, after the clear understanding and conviction, then I'll change myself. Then see the whole life changes. Like the smoke or drink addict, when he depth से understand करता है कि this is the cause of my destruction of the health, etc. Then he gets convinced to give up. Then he finds his own means slowly to give up. Then within few days, few months, he'll be free from all those addictions. Life मजा मजा. So to people of the wrong company, actually कितने भी examples ले लो. The common example is you and I being samsari. If we deeply understand, we understand the loopholes, shortcomings, problems in it. Then become sadhaka. Naam ke vaste nahi, truly, deeply, as we saw today in our introductory questions. They are the questions asked to be a sadhaka. When these questions are rightly understood, then we become sadhaka. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Paramashibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Namaha Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you.